Hello YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. TJD here from Techin' It Real. For this episode, we're unboxing a Netgear AC1750 smart Wi-Fi router. This is model number R6400v2. So if you're keeping track of the version numbers, this is V2. So this is Netgear's mid-range product. Most of these brick and mortar retailers sell a lot of the same stuff. So this is one of those routers. It's available at Best Buy, it's available at Walmart, it's available at Fry's or H.H. Gregg or whatever the store is. Target. You can also get it online, Amazon.com. This one retails for about $100 bucks. You know, between 100 and 120 bucks at all of those stores. So as such, it's also got a lot of the common features. So it's got this router looks similar to some of Netgear's other routers that they offer. The R7000 comes to mind. This is a beefy router, so if you're looking for a low profile, this is not the one. And traditionally, Netgear doesn't really have a lot of routers in the AC, wireless AC category that are compact or sleek in design. This one has got the LEDs on top here, the power LED, the internet status, whether you're connecting at 2.4 gigahertz or 5 gigahertz. These are your USBs. It's got one USB 3.0 slot up port, and then this is for your two USB 2.0 or legacy USB. Then it's got the LEDs that let you know if there's a wired connection in there. The wireless LED, and then the WPS. These are your preset wireless settings here. You can scan this for more to connect your mobile device directly to the wireless router. These are the 3 dipole antennas. They're nice and sturdy. They rotate in many directions, you know, unidirectional. If you look at the back, here's your power receptacle here. Power on and off. This is a handy feature. Previously, a lot of routers didn't have this, and some newer routers don't even have a power off button, but this is a handy feature if you don't want to always unplug the router to turn it off. Here's a USB 2.0 slot. This is for if you're connecting up a USB 2.0 printer or, you know, any kind of device that doesn't require, you know, high data traffic, and I'll explain that a little later. This is your internet connection. You'll plug in your ISP from your ISP device, whether it's a DSL modem, a cable modem, or otherwise. You plug that from there to here. These are your wired ports. So if you have a PC or some other device like a printer or something that requires a wired port where you plug one end into your device and the other end into one of these ports in the back of the router. This is the reset button. So again, if you need to reset it for a quick reset, you just get a toothpick or paper clip or something like that, and then, you know, push that button in there, hold it for about 7 seconds, so it'll reset. To completely reset your router all the way to factory defaults, you're gonna press and hold that for about a minute, anywhere between 30 seconds to a minute. The USB 3.0 port is on the front, so this is for primarily your storage devices. So if you have an external hard drive that's got all your media on it, or a network attached storage, you want to plug it in here to get the high-speed data transfer to be able to do all of your HD streaming. I will mention this router is perfect for HD streaming, and you can probably connect up to about 20 devices to it without experiencing any degradation in the quality of your connection or the data streams going through the router. So let's see what else is in this box. Here's your quick start guide. Don't need that because you have me. Here's your Ethernet cable to connect between your router and your ISP connection. And then power supply, standard stuff. So that completes the unboxing piece. Let's go on and get this bad boy connected and powered up and see where we can go from here.
If you've reached this stage, that means you've got your router powered up and you've got to connect it to your ISP connection, and finally you've got your configuring device either connected wirelessly or wired to the wireless router. This page here is what you get when you immediately launch your browser once your PC is connected to the router. For the first time, if this page doesn't show up, you can just connect to 192.168.1.1 and that will bring up the same page. So let's get started. Here, select router mode and then click next. On this screen, this is asking you if you're able to disable the built-in Wi-Fi on your ISP provided router, whether it's a cable modem from the cable company or DSL modem. Typically, those boxes come built in with wireless connectivity, and if that's the case, you want to go ahead and disable that. So if you know how to do it, go on and log into the device. First thing you want to do is record the password for the wireless connection and also your SSID, the network IDs for your wireless connection. We're going to write that down because we're going to use that to configure this wireless router. Okay, so if you need to call the ISP to get help with disabling your Wi-Fi in there, go on and do that. Once you've done that, click yes, and it'll show you here how to connect your wireless router to your existing ISP provided device. Sometimes you won't have wireless connectivity in your ISP provided device. If your ISP provided router or cable modem does not have built-in Wi-Fi, that's fine. You'll just set up a completely new wireless network name and password for your 2.4 GHz wireless and your 5 GHz wireless. Once you've disabled that wireless connection on your ISP provided device and you've copied over, you saved or copied that wireless connection info, we're going to use that to populate here. So here you can see you've got the 2.4 GHz wireless network SSID and the password that's associated. You've also got the 5 GHz wireless network ID, SSID, and the 5 GHz password. What we want to do is we want to type the same information that we were using for the ISP provided wireless connection in here. So for your 2.4 GHz, I'm just going to type in my home 1 and the associated password. Okay. For your 5 GHz connection, just copy it over, copy the 2.4 GHz wireless network SSID and paste it. Typically, it's going to be the same as 2.4 GHz with 5G attached to it. This is how I'm doing it. Whatever your ISP provided Wi-Fi connection was, that's what you're going to use. So once you click next, it'll come to a confirmation page here where you just want to confirm your choice. Select finish, and the router should go through a reboot sequence. So once you get back to this page after the initial reboot, don't be alarmed. It looks like the original setup, but it is indeed different. The first half of the setup is where we configure the Wi-Fi. The second half of the setup is where we actually get to the internet. So both parts look similar. For this one, we're also going to do let me choose and also select router mode and next. Here you're going to select no instead of yes to continue. It'll display this message when you click on no. That's okay. Just click next to move through that. It'll display this message next. Checking the internet connection, please wait. And from there, it'll display this menu or this option, which is configuring the admin account settings. two things you want to do. You want to choose a secure password that you can remember, but that's not too complex because you don't want to end up forgetting it. And then the next thing you want to do is choose 2 security questions. Now, the reason they have you choose 2 security questions is one of the neat and unique features of this Netgear platform. That is a password reset function. Netgear is the only routing platform in the aftermarket consumer-based routers that I've seen where they allow you to reset your password if you forget it without having to reset the entire modem or the entire router. That's an awesome feature because oftentimes you've configured all different types of settings. You've added hard drives, added printers and things like that, game settings and other personalization options to your wireless router, and you don't want to lose those. So that's a good option here. So make sure you choose questions that you can answer, but that are complex enough that someone can't guess it. Once you select next, this congratulations confirmation page is here. I suggest you print it and save it somewhere, or take a screenshot or copy and paste it. Just put it somewhere safe where you can get to it if you need it. This one here, download the following router apps. This is if you want to manage the Ready Share function on your wireless router. You don't have to follow this step. You don't have to do that. So if you click next, it'll take you to the firmware upgrade system. This is automatic. What it does is it goes out to the Netgear servers and it downloads, it checks to make sure you have the latest version of the router firmware. If your router doesn't have the latest version, as it says here, it'll go on and download the latest version and install that for you. Right, so if you get to this screen, this is confirmation of success. All of your hard work is paid off. You see the internet widget there. It says status good. That means your router is connected to the internet and you're free to browse and surf as you like. The widget that says wireless, that displays your wireless network SSID info and your password info, and that also means that your wireless devices should be attached to your Netgear router at this time. The next widget just displays the number of devices that are connected. So at this point, we're going to conclude this up and running video. I hope you enjoyed it. We've got a video manual that goes with this particular router platform. Also in our video library, we also have a Wi-Fi best practices video that we've prepared just for general connectivity with wireless devices, but it's also based on this router platform. So a good bit of information for those of you who are laypersons, who are not necessarily technically savvy, but have this router and you want to know the best methods to configure it and get it up and running. Hope you liked the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe before you sign off. Until next time.